Welcome everyone, thank you for joining me for another Chen style Tai Chi class. It's just me today. In fact, I might close the door here because we have some sleeping people in the house. Let's take right hand in fist, left hand straight, pull back the thumb, feet together, hands together, and we press forwards. Lovely, okay. Let's relax down and start with our warm-up, and we'll go straight into the vertical spiral, please. I'm having to keep my wits about me because I've been practicing training in the second of the Chen style Lao Jia forms, the Lao Jia Lu. We're practicing Ilu in this class. And they're very similar, at least to start, and then they go quite different. So yes, I have to sort of get my brain around at which one I'm doing today. Breathe and relax. Good. Let's change direction, please. Feed into the four corners of your hips. Remember to keep the movement contained, nice and relaxed. You're keeping your structure. That's it, lovely. And if you practice this, I'd recommend 30 in each direction. Very good. Nice wee one to do every day. And let's bring everything gently back into the center. Release, relax down through your body, through your legs, into the feet, into the floor. Let's take the hands to waist and open the stance. Sit back and down. Remember, when I say sit back, I don't mean this and I don't mean this. I mean the whole lot sits back. Do you see that? So the knees are still above the tips of the toes. They've not gone beyond. So now we're going into the four corners, but wider. And this time we're really focusing on the, what's that hanging? Oh, it's my tie. We're really focusing on the, what's that called? Horizontal plane. Keep breathing. Good, and change direction. I'm always very impressed when I go training in Donegal that our teacher, who is, I don't know how old, wouldn't like to say, but she's a fair bit older than me, and she has so much strength doing this. She doesn't seem to break a sweat, whereas I find this is quite challenging. Good, coming up please. And a little release. And let's continue on. The same movement, but this is again on the horizontal. So we're just focusing on feeding into the four corners. Breathe. Very good. And change. Again, if you're doing this exercise, please try, if you're doing it on its own, at least 30 in each direction. This one you can build up and build up to 500 in each direction. And I know Jill, the lady in Donegal, Master Chen's family student here, she does it with her knees practically straight. They're just off the lock. She's not, she's not down like this. She's not doing it with a deep bend. But actually I think both are okay. It's just a different, it's a different exercise. But for this one you don't need to bend your knees much. Good. All right, let's go wide again. And we're going to, again, sit back, make sure those knees have not gone beyond the toes. We're keeping the legs nice and locked. If you feel that you need a bit of help to steady your legs, think of one of those big gym balls. The ones that you sit on and bounce about on. And think of gently gripping it between your knees. So you'll feel the sort of outward force of the ball, so to speak, and then the inward force of gripping. And that will help, not clenching massively, but just that little intention of gripping the ball. Good. Okay, and coming up. And now we're on to soft and gentle, as if you're running your hands over the surface of water. Breathe. Feel, listen for the sensation in your hands. Just turning your waist. Notice how little a movement it takes in your center to create that movement in your arms. Good. Very nice. And relax down, easing from your stance. Have a little shake out. Good. Let's take a leg stretch. So we kick forwards and step. And let's do the little rowing motion. Breathe. Good. Body stays upright. Think of the movement as always being generated from center. So like a little wheel inside turns the bigger wheel on the outside. Very nice. Bring the weight back, sliding down to just above the leg, just above the knee. Keeping the spine straight and lengthening through the top of the head, but hinging from the hips. Direct your nose towards the toes. Do you feel a stretch? Good. Let's release. Pull the toes back, taking hold the same side, hand to foot, keeping the knee gently braced with the other hand. Keep the spine lengthening. And relax the foot down. Up you come. And change, shaking out. Oh, I'm having one of those days. I'm quite tired. And step. Good. I'm thinking back to my ballet school days. We would do 8 hours of training, 5 days a week, maybe even 6 days a week. And I was exhausted the whole time. You know, you'd think, okay, now I'm fit. I shouldn't be tired, but no, I was always tired. I was fit, but I felt it. Some days I still feel it. But yesterday I had a really good day training, so maybe I'm getting the backlash from that. Good. All right, let's feed the weight back. And hands above the knees, keep the hips square, lengthening through the spine. Keeping the spine nice and straight, hinging from the hips. Direct the nose down towards the toes. Good, let's release, pull the toes back, taking hold, same side, hand to foot. If you can, don't worry if you can't reach, just do what you can. Bracing the leg, just encouraging it a little bit straight with the other hand. Breathe. Good, foot down, up you come, walking your feet in. Lovely, and a little bit of walking it out. Excellent, let's do a little stand. I say little, teeny tiny little stand. I encourage you, as always, to do a bit more standing in your own time. Every day if you can. Do what you can, even 5 minutes. Is better than nothing, but if you can do 20 minutes, half an hour, wonderful. All right, so we float up through the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back, guiding the system into Wu Ji, listening, feeling, letting go. Calm down. Listen behind. And let's release, belly, hips, knees, filling your right foot, emptying your left foot, peel it away. Step open, relax down and shift into center. And at this stage it's always good to check that your feet are level. For standing practice this is fine. For form practice, don't look down. Okay, so now that you've placed your feet, you're sure you're on a line, you're sure your feet are level and directly beneath your shoulders. Check posture again, feel the top of the head floating, the chin slightly down and back. Allow the body to release with gravity. So your system should feel like a plumb line. Release down through the center point between your legs, way in, down towards the center of the earth. Find all 10 fingers, gently press them down. This is subtle but important. We want to feel for equal awareness in all 10 fingers. As the meridians run through the fingers, if one or two of the fingers are lacking or empty, that shows or creates a slight imbalance in the energetic flow. So by engaging with all of the fingers equally, we are actually engaging the entire system. And at the same time, we're engaging the top of the head, the Bai Hui point, floating it gently up. So you'll feel this beautiful triangle of gentle opening just by engaging the fingers and the top of the head. Keeping the rest of the body nice and relaxed. Let's float forwards. They're relaxed too, but engaged and relaxed. Find for the connection, feel for the connection between the two hands. And then very gently glide your hands up to at least level with your dantian. So just below your belly button. But actually you can place your hands anywhere between shoulder and the base of the body height. It's more important that you continue to release through all your structures. Let them hang. But notice we're not letting the fingers flop. There's still engagement. But you're releasing through that structure. Calming down. Listening behind. And let's feel from the belly button. Gently think of releasing, drawing a line with your awareness down over the belly and in and underneath the body to that center point beneath. Think of relaxing the belly into your pelvic cavity, into the qua, the cradle of your hips. And keep that feeling of release as you feel to the small of your back. And in the same way, draw your awareness, releasing, relaxing down in and under the body to that same center point. And I'd like you to do that front and back, please, until you get to the top of your head. Feel to your solar plexus. And draw a line down, releasing, relaxing as you go. Feel in and under. Feel to the lower part of your ribs at the back. And do the same. Flow down over the waist, over the lower back, in and under. And feel to the heart. Center of the chest, pour your awareness down, down over the front, in and under to the center point, and between your shoulder blades, pour your awareness down, in and under to the center point. And the front of the throat, pour your awareness down, all the way down over the front, in and under to the center point, Back of the neck, same idea. Pour your awareness down over your back, in and under to the center point. Between your eyebrows, the front, pour your awareness down over the front, in and under to the center point. The jade pillow at the back of the head, the occipital point. Pour your awareness down, neck, the back, all the way under to the center point. Feel all the way up to the top of the head, to the byway point. Pour your awareness down over the front, all the way down and under to between your legs. And all the way up to this byway point, the top of the head. Pour your awareness down the back, all the way down, in and under to the center point. Nearly there, very good, all the way up to the byway point. This time think of pouring your awareness left and right, over the ears, over the side of the neck, over the shoulders, over the arms, down the sides of your ribs, waist, hips, and in and under to the center point, underneath your legs. From this point, release, relax, feeling into the four corners of your hips, down your legs, all four corners of your legs, into the feet, into the floor. Well done. Let's lower the arms gently down. And we're going to float up through the top of the head, filling your right foot, emptying left, and close. Good, recover, and a wee heel tap. Excellent. And in your own time, you can ease from your stance. Have a little movement. Good, have a little stretch. Excellent. So doing little mind journeys like that can aid standing practice. They can help you stand a little longer. They can help you release and relax through your body. It's not necessary to do all that as you stand. Master Chen's, Grandmaster Chen Wang's only instructions for standing, give or take one or two, is calm down and listen behind. Get your structure and then just float in the position, being calm and listening. That's, in my opinion, very advanced. It's very difficult for a lot of people to just let go like that and have their mind nice and quiet. So if you're struggling to quieten your mind, you can do exercises the way we have just done, and you will find as you go, the mind becomes more and more quiet, to the point then you can do what we've just done and then pause the video or just do it on your own and just stand and float for 20 minutes, half an hour, however long you can. Very good, easing from your stance. If you wish now, it's a good time to have a wee drink. You can have a little break. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it today. I did everything I wanted to do yesterday in training, which is unusual. Normally, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing enough. I did it yesterday, but I'm feeling it this morning. I did, well, around a half-hour stand yesterday. I did the 8 brigades, which is our Qigong, one of the Qigong sets. It's a very nice wee set to help balance the organs of the body. And then I did once through Lao Ji Ji Lu, and I did 3 times through Lao Ji Lu. And that was enough. That was plenty. But I felt good for doing it. But now, as I say, oh, I'm sweating bullets. Okay, so let us now have a look at the form. You may see on YouTube, I've shared a video, I think it was the Special Health Focus class. We did the 9-step form. I say we, there was myself and Willem. And he showed the back view and I showed the front view, mirrored with all the turns pretty much taken out. You know, we did quarter turns, but I left out spins and turns and things like that. And I think it worked really well. So we were doing it at the same time. He was showing the back view and I was in the corner, as I said, a bit like an, interpreter for deaf people. I was in the corner doing the moves with the hands so that you could see what the hands were doing. I'd quite like to do that with this class. As you know, we've been looking at mirrored work, just to clarify the hands. But I think it would take 2 of us to do it that way. So yes, hopefully Willem will be able to join us again and we'll do that soon. But for now, shall we just walk through the form and see if we can remember it? Let's try. Okay, so let's come over to the right. Let's lengthen up and relax down, calming down. Listening behind. Ready? Start. And then come a bit closer. Keep going, please. Turn to the back for high pat on horse, hand under chest, and relax to center. Gather to the right, circle down to the left. Left hand and foot come across, arms up, sink down, kick, step, turn, kick. Straight away, bring the arms up, foot comes behind, turn to the back. Gather, make fists, turn palms, open palms, kick. 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. Prepare for punch the earth. Turn to the back, press down along the line of the leg, feed the weight left, untwist, quarter turn, up and over, monkey holds peach, and palm faces out. Palm faces in. Turn and kick to face the back. Step left, gather. This time keep the palms open. Kick right. Toy soldier, quarter turn. 3-way punch. Come back a bit. You can see. Ready, and course, I could have stepped back during the cloud hands, but there you go, I didn't. So end again, we do our little circle and turn to face the front. Diagonal down punch. I'm going to come back a little bit so you can see. Wrapping fists. turning to the back. And again, we're just going to kick to face front, bring the leg through, let it turn you, just so that you can follow till the end. Otherwise, you just kick to face the back. Whew, well done, everyone. Gosh, I don't know about you, but oh, I'm feeling it. Well, come please and talk to me. And let's see how you're getting on. If there's any places where you feel you're struggling or where you are with it. Yes, Elaine, how do you feel? Yeah.
To try to unmute Father. A lot better, Jade. The turns were better today for me. The first lot of turns. The last one maybe not so good, but the others a lot better. Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, very good. There's a balancing act, I think, that we need to make, that breaking things down and explaining them and you know, looking at them in great detail, that's definitely important and is useful, as you know, but also just going through the whole thing and relaxing into it and letting yourself flow. Quite often it untangles itself if there are any issues, just by doing it, and certainly in the presence of someone else or others who also, you know, they're working on it. Everyone helps everyone else. So I think breaking it down all the time is not necessarily the way to go. It's good to break it down sometimes, and other times just go through it, and you'll find that actually places where you thought you had problems sort themselves out just by doing. So very good, that's great news that it's coming, and it'll continue as we keep practicing it. The turns will get easier. An awful lot of it, there's technique on one side, but a lot of it is confidence in yourself, and just confidence in, okay, now I do this, okay, now I do this, okay, now I do this, rather than, oh no, that's coming, that's a difficult bit, what do I do? That mentality of kind of freaking out as you come up to a movement gets in the way, believe it or not. It's actually much easier when you don't think about it, you just go through the motions and it just smooths itself. But yeah, keep your posture, move from centre, relax, and it happens. Very good. Eric, what about yourself?
Yes, that's similar to Elaine actually, but I must admit I still find it a bit of a tangle, the bit where you punch down and then turn and punch
Oh
up.
yeah, at the end, yeah, okay. Would it help to try and mirror it for you?
Well, it might do, yeah.
Okay.
It's the fact that you turn round as well, looking the other way.
Yeah, yes, of course. That's always going to be
And the other
difficult.
thing I don't feel, even though I go through the motions of doing it, they protect the heart punch.
Hmm.
I find that it doesn't sit right if you know what I mean.
I do, yes. Actually, I felt similar with Protect the Heart Punch for quite a while. I was going through the motions, but wasn't quite getting it. But think of it in terms of coiling and spiraling, and you're making little circles. So you're turning your center, and that creates a kind of, I would think of it like wrapping, you know, it's creating this wrapping movement. But so that's two movements. Okay, well, have a quick look at me doing it. And what I'm going to do first, I'll show you it just turned, so I'm not mirroring, because obviously I've done this many times the normal way, but I'm brand spanking new to the mirrored business. So if you want to see it done as best as I can, it's best not to try and mirror it. But let me show you from the front what we're doing. Okay, so in chronological order, we have the protect the heart punch first. Let me see. So normally, yeah, it's the first time out and step. So normally we're facing this way to do it. I'll show you it once the normal way. So we come across, turning the palms. There's another one of your oblique type movements that you're keeping the spine straight. Notice head to foot is in one line, and you're turning on that line and then squaring up or standing up as we turn in for protect the heart punch. So if I do it facing you, okay, so I'm facing out, turning the body, keeping the spine straight, bending the knee. I'm turning, and you see the way I'm letting my arm kind of come out a bit and wrapping and coming in, both hands in fists, and then I'm squaring up, standing up, bringing everything inwards. Yeah? Let me show you again. So from here, if I come closer actually, maybe that might be clearer. So we step and turn, let the hands roll. So I'm bending, I'm turning, and squaring up. Yeah? I might actually switch off this light above, because when I'm very close you might not be able to see the hands so clear. Maybe that's clearer, yeah. So let me show you again. So from here, palm facing out, upper palm facing out. So we turn the palms over as we turn the body. Keep the spine straight, right hand dips. Now I'm turning, making both hands in fists, wrapping, and now I'm squaring up. Yeah?
Right, yeah.
Okay. I can try and do it mirrored for you. Don't know how good it'll be, but anyway, I'll try. So from here, step. So turn. 1. Making fists, 2, and 3. I don't feel I'm doing particularly well, but it might help. So step and 1, 2. Yeah, it's awkward. And 3. So it's really that arm coming down and wrapping round, maybe, that you're having issues with.
Yes, it is that, I think, yeah.
I also had issues with it, because for a long time what I was doing was, and what I was teaching was, that you just made a fist and drew up the center line and then came in. And I wasn't sure about it. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right, this kind of zipping up business. And when I asked Jill about it, her feedback was that it's more a wrapping than a zipping. So it's kind of round the outside. If you think of a big ball of twine, you're kind of lifting it up and round and then coming in. So it's not so much this way as up round, you're making a circle. And if you think about it, when does Tai Chi ever move in a straight line? It doesn't. You know, it might appear to be a straight line, but it's because of a turn. Even like stepping forwards, it's like your compass, you know, going from one point to another, you're turning on your standing foot. There's always a circle in there somewhere. So that's my latest understanding of it from the feedback I've been getting in Donegal. So from here to here, making fists, wrapping round the ball, and then bring that elbow in. We don't want the elbow to go up. We always want the elbow to be slightly lower than the hand, lower than the shoulder, and then it comes in. But if you're getting something a bit zippy, that's fine. You can kind of just curve the zip a little bit rather than bring it straight up, if that makes sense. So let me show one more time on mirrored. Here, step, and one, curvy zip, and in. Okay, so you can play with that a little bit and see how you get on. We're kind of out of time here, folks, so can you remind me next week that, what was the other bit that you weren't so sure about?
The bit was after the punch down where you turn and punch up.
Oh yes, the punch. So from here, this, yeah, and up. It's a funny one as well. If I show you it facing, I'll try and, yeah, do a bit more facing you. So you've done your diagonal up and down, and you've both arms circling and then coming up. We'll look at it next time. We're out of time for now. So let's have a little warm down, please, folks, just to calm the fires. Good. Warming down really does help you recover quicker. It's perfect, the little practice that I have when it's not raining. I can walk down to the platform that I train on, which is about a mile downhill. I do my training and then I have to walk uphill again for about a mile, quite steep hill, to recover. And then I'm all warmed down, I can hit the shower and get on with my day. So walk about for a bit, move about gently for a bit after class, and your body will really thank you. It will prevent feeling stiff and sore later on, or at least reduce it. Good, up you come, over the shoulders. Very good. And please remember that if you are using the videos, like the videos, please, click like. And if you want to share them, if I've shared it publicly, please do share. You know, get your friends interested, get some more people doing Tai Chi, that would be great. And even you can click the subscribe and the wee bell icon, and that'll get you so that you'll never miss another one of the classes. You'll get a notification every time I share something publicly. So you get lots of Tai Chi. Let's bounce, 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 please. Good, and stand, listening to your body. Feel that lovely energy. Let's guide it now into our center, covering the dantian, just below your belly button. Make sure your hands are fully overlapped. Hug your elbows in and breathe into your center. Feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful work today, folks. Let's close And we salute, 学生好. You can say 老师好. Thank you very much, and yeah, keep training, and see you next week. Thank you.